Hello, candle lovers. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, and this is All About Candles. I'm your self-proclaimed Canadian candle connoisseur. Today, I have a review for you from Bath & Body Works. These are Marshmallow Fireside. Yes, I bought two versions of this candle this year, and yes, I burned them both at the same time because this is a fragrance that I absolutely love, but it just seems to get a little bit weaker and weaker and weaker as the years go by. I actually preferred this packaging. I thought that these candles from this collection just looked gorgeous in person. They look much more pretty and effervescent and sparkly in person than they do in videos or online. And this one had a really cute lid. And this one I thought was really nice and classic too. I love the color on this, the sort of creaminess of it, and the label I thought was quite nice. This was the White Barn fall version of the candle this year. And then I got a second one, and honestly, my plan was to be burning both of them at the same time so that the Strength and Throw would hit me the way that I wanted it to hit me. Usually I gravitate towards this packaging more nowadays, but I actually think I like this one more. And this one's probably still on the shelves if you want to pick it up. I also noticed that the scent notes varied on these two candles. On the White Barn version, it just says toasted marshmallow, fire roasted vanilla, and amber. But then on the sparkly Christmas version, it says toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, fire roasted vanilla, and crystallized amber. It's so nice. It's just a really good balance of smokiness, sweet, marshmallowiness, woods, and that amber in the base just ties it all together. It's so nicely balanced. Oh. And it really just lives up to its name. Like, this absolutely smells like marshmallows by the fireside. It is fairly sweet. It's definitely on the sweeter side. The top note, the first impression, it's definitely that sweet marshmallow. And then in the mid of the fragrance, there's like a woodsiness and a smokiness. And then on the base, there's sort of like an amber, like not like a super dark amber, but just like a nice smooth amber with maybe a little bit of musk down there as well. And I love it. I mean, it's mostly smoky, woodsy marshmallow deliciousness. Oh gosh, I just love this one. And these candles performed basically exactly the same. They both had plain wax. They both had the thick, ropey wicks on them. And yeah, I burned them at the same time most of the time. I did give each of them a couple of burns on their own so I could like judge if there was any sort of difference. And I don't think that there really was. Both of them, I burned all the way down until I could see the wick nickels and I felt like all of the fragrance had sort of dissipated from them. Pretty clean burn from start to finish. However, both of them had a really rough, long period of dudding out, probably just a little bit past the halfway point. They dudded out for a really, really long time. What I usually do nowadays when BBW candles dud out like that is I just let them ride it out if I can. And eventually they almost always do fix themselves. And that is indeed what happened with these candles, to the point where the last couple burns on them were actually quite vicious. Not a lot of sooting, very clean wax. You know, I don't have any issues with the burn quality and the cleanliness. However, the Strength and Throw, maybe a 5.5 or a 6 would be generous in my more open area. A 6, and I'm talking about just burning one solo, okay? If I was just burning one of these solo, maybe a 5.5 in my open area and a 6 in the bedroom. When I was burning both of them in my more open area, I was getting a 7, which is what I wanted. I sort of had one on the coffee table and one sort of in the dining room table area. And when I had both of them going for, you know, after they had fully pooled out, Then I was getting into like a 7 or a 7.5 territory, which was great. So, you know, am I satisfied with the strength and throw individually? No. However, I love this fragrance so much that like, if I'm gonna buy 2 of them and burn 2 of them at the same time to get the strength and throw to like a 7 or a 7.5, I guess that's just where we're at, right? I've said it before and I'll say it again. The strongest Marshmallow Fireside that we've had in like 5 or 6 years came out maybe 3 years ago in this packaging. This Marshmallow Fireside was kind of like shockingly strong. Out of nowhere, it was like this one was as strong as it was like back in the good old days. This version was like a 7, a 7.5, depending on the space. And then I was hoping that it would stay like that forever, but all of the versions that have come out ever since this version have been hovering around like a 5.5, maybe a 6 in a not so open area. So yeah, there's that. I mean, I'm absolutely going to repurchase this just because I love the fragrance. And I mean, I love the fragrance so much that I think that maybe what I will be doing on a regular basis from now on is just burning 2 of them at the same time. I guess that's just where we're at, folks. Oh, I do love this one. Anywho, yeah, Marshmallow Fireside. That's all I have for you folks today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you could hit me up with a like, comment, subscription, that would really mean the world to me. You can follow me on Instagram at allaboutcandles. Email me your burning questions at allaboutcandles@gmail.com. And until next time, my dear, gorgeous, and beautiful candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, guys. Bye now.